Hello, my tinfoil hats. Here is the news. So, this is not for children as it is the news. It's always going to be somewhat offensive. So, pendulums are swinging. Things are about to go down. And I'm going to go ahead and say the following. Now, this doesn't violate YouTube's code, whatever they're going to make up. And to YouTube, I would take a step back. Stop protecting false ideas and claiming them as medical facts, because guess what? There are doctors who are waiting to sue. So let's talk about the most important thing. Natural immunity versus the vaccine. Natural immunity exists with COVID. People are able to produce the antibodies. And guess what? It works. Here's the other thing. Ivermectin is not for horses. It was originally for humans. And then they could use it for horses. But YouTube, Facebook have failed to stop the false reports and will be held liable. Hey, YouTube, remember, Facebook's going down. You're next. So let's go have a serious conversation. I just got into a really irritating argument with somebody that decided to go ahead and try to tell me what's up. Now, I've been listening to doctors who are talking about natural immunity and the issue with the vaccine situation. There's a lot of doctors, a lot of medical personnel that are against this vaccine. Educated people, right? That say that natural immunity is a thing, right? It's bare basics. Anyone who does medical knows that natural immunity exists. But I have someone trying to tell me that I should get the vaccine. Here's the thing. They're not a doctor. They should stay in business and stay out of the medical field. Stick in your freaking lane. So much so that this person so much pissed me off that I don't want to hear that, oh, I was just testing you to see how you'd react. Here's the thing. I've been testing you too. And to be honest, you failed my test. It's not good to fail my test. I'm not being an a-hole. I'm just getting older. As I'm getting older, I know that I can't deal with somebody who can't be logical or straightforward. For some reason, they're more worried about being right than actually, just trying to make themselves feel right just to be right, but than actually getting the right answer or knowing the truth. And it's really not the thing I want to be doing, is walking on eggshells around people like that, especially with how life is going. So going back to the topic at hand, natural immunity does exist. Doctors are actually gearing up to sue big tech, sue the FDA, and sue the Biden administration for creating false lies about natural immunity. And this has to be done because science cannot be tainted by politics. To all those idiots on the left, shut up. Unless you got a degree in medicine. A freaking degree in medicine. Not bitchography of, excuse my language, again, this is not for kids, weakness from a college or whatever the hell made up thing, an actual medical license. I'm not going to call you philosophy majors doctors. Sorry, you don't deserve the title, especially when it comes to medicine. Stay in your lane. Let me say repeated. Stay in your lane. Doctors, I refer to medical personnel. Doctors of physics, maybe. Doctors in philosophy, fine. If we're on the topic of philosophy, but as far as I'm concerned, you don't have a medical license. And making any statement of a medical thing, and you're trying to use the word doctor, makes you liable for practicing medicine without a medical license. Keep that in mind. I can get you sued and make sure you lose everything. You can actually go to jail for practicing medicine without a license. So, don't talk. Think, open your ears, and listen. This is to every person that thinks they have all the knowledge about medical facts when you don't have a licensed medical degree. Why is it doctors, a bunch of them, especially in the United States, are not really for the vaccine? And the nurses are against the vaccines. Medical professionals. It'd be one thing if it was just a family of religious nuts, but it's not. It's medical biologists, immunologists, cardiologists, ER doctors that don't trust the vaccine. Can one of you uneducated morons who've never worked in the medical field, please tell me why their opinion is wrong, because I don't think you can. I don't want to hear about Ellen DeGeneres, that human trafficker. That's what she is. I don't want to hear about what celebrity said what. I want to come out and say this straight to your face. Prove to me, because if you don't have a medical background, I'm going to tell you something. You may want to shut up and let these doctors speak. And if you do think that it's okay to ignore these, I hope that you go sterile from it. I seriously do. Because I'm sick and tired of somebody telling me what to do with my body and when it comes to making a medical decision. I like to make a well-informed medical decision. It's called doing my own research. Do your own research. These doctors have done their own research. They know what's going on. And the lie that natural immunity doesn't work or it's not as effective as the vaccine is just a lie. So, to all those out there, please understand that I'm not too particularly happy with the amount of things coming from the mainstream media. I don't want to hear you all this. Go worship your false idols, Anderson Cooper. I don't care. Unless it's somebody with a medical license, unless you've got a medical license, fine, I'll listen to it for a bit. But I'm going to tell you right now, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, he's about to lose his medical license. He made a false statement. He criticized freaking Joe Rogan. Him and CNN went on going on sterling, well, ivermectin's for horses. Hey, they just basically made some statements that could cost people their lives. Brian Stelter, all the news reporters, they're not medical doctors. And for them to tell doctors who have licenses in the medical field that they're wrong and try to recommend their own medical thing, that means they're practicing medicine without a license. And yes, they can get sued if it gets taken that way. And it can be taken that way. So I'm going to tell you the best advice I can give you right now. Do your own research. Talk to more than one doctor, medical trained doctor on the topic of this situation. Also, make sure you check your physical health. If you're an obese person, like if you're fat, you may want to hold off on the vaccine until you lose weight. If you have family history of some immunization complications, take a step back. Don't get the vaccine unless you have made a well-informed choice and that it's a choice that you made on yourself. If you get the vaccine, that's your choice. I just want to say, do the research for yourself and get as many medical opinions and then make up your mind on that decision. Make a well-informed decision. That's all I'm saying. And if YouTube chooses to censor me, then I become a martyr. That's right. So there's my thought.